Guys, I'm back. YouTube gave me a red card and a 7-day ban, but here we are. No lessons learned, and we're about to get into something very interesting and very controversial. Today we're going to be looking into the occult culture that is in Hollywood and the music industry. Because for every one person who agrees with my opinion on this situation, there is 100 others who'll say, oh, it's harmless, it's only art. Well, let's put it under the microscope and let's see what it really is. What do the Beatles, Jay-Z, Madonna and Beyonce all have in common? Many of them seem fascinated by one man, Aleister Crowley, the man who called himself the Great Beast. The same man who inspired occult symbols, secret societies and some of the strangest celebrity moments in modern pop culture. The question is it just art? Or is there something darker playing out behind the scenes? You've seen them, the all-seeing eye, the pyramid, ritualistic choreography, checkerboard floors. These symbols aren't hiding, they're out in the open. Beyonce flashes hand signs associated with the Illuminati. Madonna's Super Bowl performance mirrors ancient mystery religions. Billie Eilish, known for her haunting videos that use imagery of possession, ritual and transformation. Some just call it art or performance art. Why are the same symbols used over and over again? So yeah, the symbology is everywhere in the art form. They pay homage to these ideologies, they make the hand signs. And from a quick peek on the surface, people might just think, oh yeah, we're all a bit paranoid. But let me tell you, these are the most business-minded people in the world, and they sell copies of whatever they do in the millions and the billions. They don't do anything for no reason. Everything is strategic. So if you're still not with me yet, let's get into the man that so many of these elite people pay so much homage to. They have him on their album covers. They quote him in the music. Just stay with me. It's about to get deep. So let's go back to where much of it began. Aleister Crowley was born in 1875 in England and quickly became one of the most controversial spiritual figures in modern history. He was a writer, mountaineer, magician and founder of a belief system called Thelema. His mantra, "Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law." Crowley practiced sex magic, claimed to summon demons and once wrote a book he said was dictated by a supernatural being. The press called him the wickedest man in the world. Here's what's strange. Crowley wasn't a fringe figure. He influenced so much of the culture that you see today. So, my skeptic ones, what do you think of all that? By the way, that's not tinfoil hat. That is all factual. This is what this guy was about. This is what he was into. And all your favourite celebrities, all the people on your Spotify playlist, well, not all of them, but there's a good chance some of them on your Spotify playlist or your iTunes playlist, you know, this is one of their idols. Ask yourselves, why? Is it still just satire or is it satanic? For the next part, we're going to look into some of these celebrities who have paid homage to this guy. And judging by what side of the fence you're on, you're either going to not be surprised or you're going to be very surprised. So let's get into it. Let's take a look at the celebrities who like to pay homage to this man. Beatles put Crowley on the cover of their Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band album, right next to other cultural icons. David Bowie openly referenced Crowley in lyrics and interviews. Jay-Z has been seen wearing a Do What Thou Will hoodie straight from Crowley's teachings. Even Led Zeppelin's Jimmy Page bought Crowley's former home and filled it with magical texts. Is this just rebellion? Or is there a deeper belief in Crowley's philosophies? The lines between performance and ritual has always been blurry. Crowley himself believed that magic was a form of spiritual theatre. Some insiders claim it's all symbolic and an edgy way to provoke thought. Others insist they're channeling real forces whether they know it or not. So is Hollywood truly influenced by the occult, or is it just embracing shock value and myth? Maybe it's all performance, maybe it's spiritual, rebellion dressed as fashion, but when the same symbols, the same messages and the same great beast keep showing up, At what point do we stop calling it a coincidence? Aleister Crowley didn't just write about rituals, he lived them. In the 1920s he moved to a secluded villa in Sicily, which he named the Abbey of Thelema, his own occult monastery. What happened there was strange and disturbing. Inside the abbey, Crowley performed sex magic rituals, drug experiments and spiritual initiations. The walls were painted with bizarre erotic frescoes, Egyptian deities and ritual diagrams, all with the intention of altering the minds of his followers. One of the rituals reportedly involved a goat being prepared to climax at the moment of sacrifice, a symbolic act of power and transformation, and when a young follower died, allegedly from drinking the blood of a sacrificed animal, Crowley was expelled from Italy by Mussolini's government. Now let that sink in. Crowley was so extreme that a fascist dictator had him thrown out of the country. To Crowley, these acts weren't just shocking, they were spiritual tools. He believed that sex, pain and taboo could break the boundaries of the self and connect you to other realms. He once said, "Magic is the science and art of causing change to occur in conformity with will," and he practiced it, even if it meant traumatizing his followers. And still to this day, we see echoes of these themes in music videos, stage performances and photo shoots that mimic rituals. Is it just inspired by him? Or does it carry the same spiritual charge? Crowley's philosophy, "do what thou wilt," has quietly infiltrated pop culture, from musicians like David Bowie and Ozzy Osbourne, to bands like Tool whose lyrics quote him directly, to fashion campaigns using inverted crosses, pentagrams and the Baphomet. Crowley turned ritual into performance, and performance into spiritual warfare, without ever clearly saying where one ended and the other began. So next time you see an artist drenched in blood on stage, or a music video with hooded figures burning sigils or mock sacrifices, ask yourself, is this just dark aesthetics, or are we witnessing a modern echo of ancient rites? Crowley didn't believe in coincidence, he believed in intention, and intention is everything, whether you're casting a spell or directing a scene. Whichever side you believe, one thing we can agree on, the occult isn't hiding anymore. Even Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. Whether you believe in the occult or not, the influence is real and the message is spreading. The question is, are we watching or are we participating? And that concludes the video. As I said at the start, I'm already on YouTube's naughty list, so I'll leave it up to you guys. What do you think? Guys, drop your opinions in the comment section. Like the video, share it, subscribe. This channel's pretty new, so any form of engagement is going to help. Thank you.